How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, and today we have the Dragon God build. Now, this is the second dragon form you can get in the game, and you can get this by the Domain of Dragons painting, finding the site of that, which is in Jagged Peak. You get that painting in Shadowkeep. So, same as the Priestess Heart here, you're going to use the Rock Heart, which you get from finding the site of that painting, and it's going to put you in dragon form and boost dragon communion incantations this time instead of dragon cult incantations. So you have some options here. You can take this the arcane route, which is what I did. I'm using the Blood Fiend's arm with Cragblade. As you can see below, the blood loss buildup is 209, which is absolutely insane. Now, my equip load is really high. So if you are not in the same boat, if you're keeping this, a slim 150 build, I would suggest, and you want to go the arcane route, I would suggest potentially using the Blood Fiend Spear or the Fork. That will, depending on your arcane, that'll get pretty high bleed buildup as well. Um, this one I have in occult right now, but if you put it in blood affinity, you will get higher blood loss buildup. And that's if too you want to use the blue dancer charm, which we are using here since we're in a light load with the dragon form. So since we're able to boost Dragon Communion incantations with the build here, I have one in the main hand and one in the offhand for boosts. But you can, in the main hand, you can use whatever gives you the highest scaling, and then keep the Dragon Communion seal in your offhand for boosts. So for talismans, we're using the Blue Dancer Charm, as I mentioned, for that attack power with light equip load, Crusade Insignia, Ancestral Spirit Horn for FP regen on defeating enemies, and the Dragon Crest Great Shield. You could also use the Blue Dew, Blessed Blue Dew talisman to regain FP regen, and the Crusade Insignia for like boss fights and stuff like that. Maybe you could slot in the Flux Talisman or the Roar Medallion. It's up to you. Maybe even weave in somehow. If you didn't want to do the light equip load, you could weave in the Shard of Alexander. So for spells, we're using Golden Vow, Bestial Vitality, Flame Grant Me Strength, Dragon Maw, Xerxes Decay, Rotten Breath, which I believe you can use from horseback, and Ghost Flame Breath, and Bale's Flame Lightning, which is the big Molly Whopper. And for the mixed physic, we're using Stone Barb Crack Tier and Thorny Crack Tier. You can really use anything here. I have these in because a lot of those breath attacks do have physical damage on them. So before starting a battle, get your buff up from the Rock Heart, using it again to buff your incantations. That's actually the only buff I have going in this clip here. So this was a fun build to put together. The last one was a lot of fun, and so was this one. Now, the damage numbers you're seeing here are probably going to be inflated because I am pretty high level. So if you're keeping 150 to 200 level, you're still going to be doing a lot of damage. But I'm also about level 16 with the Shadow Realm blessings. But still, you're going to be pumping out a lot of damage with this build. And like I said, it's a lot of fun to set up. The only downside to the build is it's very FP hungry, so just be aware that as you're doing this. You could also use the Cerulean Hidden Tier in your flask to kind of mitigate some of that, but it did get bumped down to 15 seconds in the last patch. So hopefully you all enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you tried this out and you liked it. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully you're doing well. Stay tuned. More coming at you. Take care.